Let's play a word of the day. I'm going to ask for a word of the day from Google, and then we're going to use it somehow in our review. We'll use Merriam-Webster's word of the day, which today is capitulate. Okay? We're going to
Capitulate.
Okay. So surrender or cease resisting. We're gonna use that in the review somewhere. What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. My name is Justin, and today we're listening to Kate Bush with her song Rocket's Tale off of her album, The Sensual World, released in 1989. Almost finished with the album, almost through, just one more song after this, and I hope that you guys have been enjoying listening to more Kate Bush, as I have, because I don't know about you, but Kate Bush is like always welcome to me. This candle I have here, Cozy Gathering, I don't really smell it. I think I need a bigger candle. You can join me on Twitter. You can join me in the comments down below. Hope you're having a beautiful day. And let's do it. This is Rocket's Tale by Kate Bush.
See the look in its eyes, but I'm sure it must be laughing. But it seemed to me the saddest thing I'd ever seen, and I thought you were crazy, wishing such a thing. I saw only a stick on fire, alone on its journey home to the quickening ground, with no one there to catch it. I put on my black and silver suit, and I checked my gunpowder pack, strapped the stick on my back, and dressed as a rocket on Waterloo Bridge. Nobody seems to see me. Then with a fuse in my hand, and now shooting into the night.
she really like gave you everything in that one. She pushed limits on that one. At least vocally. I mean, musician-wise, we're going to talk about that. But vocally, this song was just like pushed. It was aggressive. It was passionate. It was intense. It was cathartic. That was awesome. I love the mixture of Kate's voice and I believe it was called, or they were called the trio Bulgarka. I believe. I don't know why I don't remember names. Sometimes, yeah, the trio Bulgarka. I mean, their combination of voices was fantastic. I don't know if she's worked with them before this album, but she's worked with them in a lot of songs as we've been going through the album. And it's such a fantastic combination. They have such a unique kind of harmonization, and the way that she uses them and they work with her in their harmonizations and in their methods of kind of bouncing back and forth vocally is really interesting. And I really like the first half, the setup of the song. There was a small part of me that actually wished that there were no other instruments in this song besides their vocals, only because I enjoyed all the vocal sections so much that I didn't think anything else was necessary. Now, what we got was like fantastic. But I was enjoying just the vocal performance of all these ladies so much that I actually already felt fulfilled and I didn't even need anything else. But you know what the song gives us? It gives us everything. But not only does it give us everything, it gives us David Gilmour. David Gilmour doing the guitar in this song. And I mean, it's classic Gilmour. It's those long held and sustained notes that just grab you, captivate you, and leave you capitulated. I think that I used that word right. I told you I was going to use it. I love Gilmour. You guys know that. But I am so impressed by the performance that Kate puts on, especially in the ending of this song. I mean, it's up there. The trio really adds a mystic overtone to the songs that they sing on. And the way that Kate sings among them is beautiful. It's such a unique dynamic between them because they don't have similar voices at all, in my opinion. I mean, between the trio and Kate, there's really no connection, I would say. And I think that that's what makes it so cool to listen to, is that it sounds like people from two different worlds coming together to make music. And the music sounds culturally cultivated. It sounds like it mixes together so well. And it feels humanizing because it brings people of different sorts together. Come on. Is this the closest we'll get to a Kate Bush Pink Floyd collaboration? I don't know, but such big intensity. And Gilmour always brings that kind of intensity. Even if he's playing like soft or acoustic or whatever, like he always brings that kind of, that sheer momentum. Love how space is used in transitions. That is a fantastic way of building that music up so that you can make it collapse and crash. And while she's doing the vocalizations and while Gilmour is soloing his head off, it sounds like they're just like riding back and forth together, not challenging each other, but not purely in harmony with each other. It's almost like they're circling around each other. They are so emotionally connected despite doing different instruments. Yeah. And I don't know what the next song is gonna bring, but this song this song feels like we're at the summit. So I don't know if the next song goes higher than this or it kind of like, you know, landslides a little bit back down to like maybe Base Camp 2 or something. But right now we're on top of Everest. If she was playing live, this would be an absolutely killer closer to the concert. I mean, this is that big moment, right? When all the lights like are just bright, they're all turned on and like, woo, that's good. Let's talk about the lyrics on this one. That November night, looking up into the sky, you said, hey, wish that was me up there. It's the biggest rocket I could find, and it's holding the night in its arms. If only for a moment, I can't see the look in its eyes, but I'm sure it must be laughing. But it seemed to me the saddest thing I'd ever seen, and I thought you were crazy, wishing such a thing. I saw only a stick of fire alone in its journey, quickening or home to the quickening ground with no one there to catch it. So when I think of a rocket's tail, I think of, you know, a rocket taking off and then the trail left over from the smoke and the vapors or whatever. So perhaps someone or something like leaving and then the trail that's left behind to either see where they went or even perhaps to follow them. That's me thinking about it, not even really understanding the lyrics, to be honest. It looks like she's having a conversation with someone where they're saying like, hey, that was me in the rocket up there and, you know, that was my smoke or whatever. And then she says it seems sad to her and like she thought he was crazy. So I'm not quite sure what this one's about just yet. Then in the next verse, she says that she gathers and prepares her materials. She goes to the bridge where no one seems to see her. With the fuse in her hand, she now shoots into the night, and that's where the music all comes in. So it's almost like perhaps she's deciding to make her stand and take her own journey. I'm not sure. And still as a rocket I land in the river, was it me said you were crazy? So maybe she realizes like why that person came back down because she's experienced the same thing or something like that. Looking at Kate Bush Encyclopedia, she says that I wrote this for the trio musically and that I wanted a song that could really show them off. And can I tell you, she succeeded on that end. This song definitely shows off, definitely them, but especially her. She says, in some ways, I think that the fact that we didn't speak the same language made our communication much easier because he seemed to know exactly what I wanted, talking about the arranger. And really just after a few hours, he was coming up with the most incredible tunes. And I just had to say, oh yes, I like that one. Even if you don't speak the same language, the way you work together, you understand music. You always hear music as a universal language. And here, that definitely rings true. She says that Rocket is one of my cats. And he was the inspiration for the subject matter for the song because he's dead cute. It's a very strange subject matter because the song isn't exactly about Rocket. It's kind of inspired by and for him. But the song, it's about anything. I guess it's saying there's nothing wrong with being right here at this moment and just enjoying this moment to its absolute fullest. And if that's it, that's okay, you know? So enjoying the rocket, enjoying the journey while it lasts, and even though you see the remnants, the after trails of the rocket, and you've already had that experience and the experience is over, like living in the moment of the rocket. If that makes sense. I hope it does. Great song. One more song on the album to finish this one. Hope that you guys have enjoyed it. But of course, I would love to know your thoughts on the song. You can join me on Twitter. You can join me on the comments down below. You can support the channel on Patreon, but you don't have to. If you've made it this far and you've enjoyed the video, my company, I've enjoyed your company. I hope that you have a beautiful day, guys, and I'll talk to you tomorrow. Bye.